Alright, back with part 3. We just killed the troll. Sprint is finally enabled, so we can go places faster. Now that the Atreus is unlocked, what I'm probably going to be doing most of these fights... Oh man, that guy leveled up. They have a stun bar that you can fill pretty easily if you attack them while also letting Atreus shoot. It's easier for me because I have a scuff, but if you can manage to attack enemies while letting Atreus also shoot, it gets the stun bar up super fast. Also, depending on what the enemy is, if they're just the regular Draugr, whenever you stun kill them, it sets the rest of them on fire, dealing extra damage. And if they're the frozen ones, then it freezes the rest of the enemies. Or rather, it doesn't freeze, but I mean, causes frost damage.
Still can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
Oh, there's 3 of them. And now that guy's on fire. This guy might die before we even get to stun him. Never mind. Also, one of the tips that shows up on the loading screen is that whenever you do damage from the back, it causes more stun damage. Just keep in mind. New labor, killing reavers.
I told you something was different about the forest.
And I told you not to speak.
Burn. What is this thing? It looked like a reaver, but its voice sounds so strange, even Father doesn't know. I think you don't find out the name of those enemies until you meet the witch for the second time, which I think is strange because she never actually mentions the name. It just appears as an option. I think we're coming up on the... yeah. Won't say what it is. It'll happen in a moment.
Burn Mother's garden. And since when are Draugr so close to the house? And what was that frozen thing that attacked us?
I do not know. Now be silent. We are almost home. Inside, boy.
I don't want to mention it during the cinematic, but when it happens, I feel like Baldur talks a little bit like Davy Jones. Like he puts emphasis on the last consonant, like when he says coward da. I just think it's kind of funny. I looked it up, it's not the same guy, but still.
You lost control.
That thing was trying to kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon. If you control it, use it. You clearly cannot. When you...
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
Fine. Come on then.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to try.
Ow! What are you...
Try again.
Why are you doing that?
Too slow. Try again.
Cut it out!
Weak. Again. Again.
Stop it!
Again! Your anger. You can get lost in it. The path ahead is difficult. And you, Atreus, are clearly not ready.
What was that?
Quiet.
Come on out! There's no use hiding anymore. I know who you are.
What's going on? Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now!
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking about?
I do not know. Get in.
Just tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody. I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one. Long way from home, aren't you?
What do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter. And yet you hide out here in the woods, like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
You would not listen.
Fine. My turn.
Surprise, surprise.
How incredibly disappointing. Come on, then.
Alright. This guy has one attack that's not blockable, but is easily dodged. Just keep hitting him until he tries to dodge you. As soon as he tries to dodge you, get ready to block and counter. There it is. When you block and the time slows down like that, just hit the hit button again, and it'll counter him.
Point.
I try not to use the axe very much because he does that. Oh, got distracted. That's the unblockable attack. He just smashes the ground and you need to dodge it. We're having bad luck with this fight. May take us a couple of tries. Got distracted too many times.
Get out of using shield. Come on already.
I think you just need to get him to the last bar in this fight. Oh. I had the block up, but I dropped it to try to counter him, and he ended up hitting me. Not doing well this fight either. Dodged to the wrong side. I may cut out some of these fights in the final cut, but for now, we'll just keep going.
You bore me. Are you even trying? Come on already.
There it is.
Not very bright. Is that it?
I may just still use the axe, even though he hits you back. It doesn't do that much damage. And the axe is a significant increase from damage rather than using just your fists. Oh, we got done with this fight.
Tell me what I want. Pain starts real simple. Why are there two beds in here?
Leave my house!
Struck a nerve, did I? Who are you hiding? Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard. So, care to try again?
Alright,
You
round
talk
2.
too much.
You won't talk? Fine. Maybe whoever it is you've got stashed in that house will.
in this round, it's best to try and kill him the first round, the first go around, because
Let's find out.
let's see, your rage is gonna last a lot longer than it should, and it's only the first time around. And when you're fighting them, just keep punching. It'll prevent them from doing any attacks, since you can't block while in rage mode. And punching actually makes you jump at them, like lunge. There we go. He's already half health. Tends to teleport behind you now, which is a problem. And I messed it up.
What are you hiding? You are a fool.
This is where turning on the camera lock-on would probably be helpful. Whereas in other fights, I feel like it's a hindrance.
I don't have time for this.
Oh! I just discovered something.
You're a vicious one, aren't you?
When you hit him with the axe, and he does that thing where he stops you from hitting him, you can block and counter it back.
For me. What are you hiding? You are a fool. I don't have time for this. You're a vicious one, aren't you?
Round 2 done. So I just discovered another thing. Heavy axe attacks is the way to go. It kind of stun locks him, and when he gets out of the stun lock, you know he's about to attack. So it's kind of an easy way to predict him.
Leaving so soon? When Odin sent me here, I just needed answers, but you had to act all proud. Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep coming. That old body will give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this. seen it with your own eyes. You can't hurt me. Nothing can. This fight is pointless. Your struggle is pointless. You didn't have to be this way. Pathetic! You can't win! I feel nothing! But you feel everything, yet you keep trying. I'm not my brother, and if you'd given me what I wanted, it wouldn't have ended this way. But no! Let's finish this.
Man, gonna have to retry this. When he goes up into the air, it's pretty obvious, pretty easily avoidable. Just dodge out of the way because he'll land right where you are. Oh, that was bad. We may lose this one, too. Some of our health back.
I feel nothing.
Almost have him. There we go.
I'd hoped that you, of everyone I'd faced, would finally make me feel something. something, but you can't.
Well, there's that fight. It's actually fairly easy because he's fairly predictable, but there's only so much room for mistakes. Compared to the rest of the game, you're gonna get into places where you're gonna be fighting and there's no room for mistakes. You have to be flawless because there are some enemies that can one-shot you, or they kind of stun lock you.
Who was he? He knew me. Did he know my past? How did they find me after all this time? Faye, what do I do? Our son is not ready to carry your ashes to the top of the mountain. Ah.
Did he heal himself? I think he's in the middle of doing that.
And neither am I. I do not know how to do this without you. But we cannot stay here. Boy.
There was so much. I thought. You're all right.
I am all right. Come. Gather your things. We are leaving.
I wonder what's the tattoo on the side of
Thought I wasn't ready.
You are not. We have no choice now. Prove me wrong.
Yes, sir.
on the side of Atreus' neck. There's a tattoo. I wonder what it is. There's some kind of what are they called? Hieroglyphs? No,
Mountain.
runes.
It's gonna be a long trip.
Yes, but an important one.
Whoa. How did this happen?
Next journey, past the mountain. Journey to the mountain. That's gonna have to go to the next one, but not before we reach the bestiary about the stranger. A strange man covered in tattoos came to the house and attacked Father. It must have been some fight. Everything's broken. Father said I wasn't ready earlier, but something about killing the stranger changed his mind. I guess. Who was he? What did he want with us? We're nobodies. He still says that after his father has a fight with a stranger, and like there's an earthquake that happens essentially. By the way, if you didn't get the toy from the very beginning, that's over there. You can get it now. But now that we're here, that concludes part 3. Yes, this is part 3. So we'll meet back here for part 4 coming next.